Greetings everyone and welcome to the Reality News here on the Reality Edge Network. This is Blessed Nezandoni with my co-host.
I'm alexdande and welcome to the Reality News.
Here we are going to be giving you the latest news and of course always worth hearing. Give us our latest headline, Mr. Alex.
So our latest headline is that there's been drama. To me it's hilarious, but I don't know about you. So there's a guy who failed to show up at his own Marooro event. He didn't come. After planner, everything, all the necessary things,
everything was set.
He didn't show up.
And he didn't.
He went ghosts.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
This is actually something else. I mean, considering where they came from, after all, setting up a Aurora Day, it means that these two people they reached that point, but it shows us that probably someone came to realize something he had not known for several years, and in this case it sparked him to not show up at this very important day.
Because when you talk about marriage, it's a very big issue. So personally no my red flags and so on, because maybe on a day before Marooro I'm obliged not to show up. Although it's a very controversial take, but marriage is a lifetime issue.
Okay.
I can't be with someone who has a very, very complicated past. And I also suspect that the Aurora squad, one of them leaked something, told something to the groom.
Exactly, it could be the issue. The closest friends to this lady might be actually the ones who tipped this guy off. To say, my guy, you are about to get into this marriage. Here is something you must know.
Are you ready for that?
Are you ready for that? The guy probably he thought he would sustain it, but he was too weak for it.
Because Bakazobera put in my pictures, different pictures of the woman out there enjoying her life. Maybe the guy thought, this one might be troublous.
but it might, I think it shows something about the relationship. I mean, if a relationship is now strong, my guy, nothing can cause that.
Or maybe it was the woman who was forcing the guy to settle down. But I also heard that the guy was also married. He said that he has 2 wives already. So this guy maybe was also playing around. It's
now a matter for debate. But actually it is said that this action that was taken by this guy, in the position of the lady, she's in a position that she can sue the guy for some defamation of character.
But how can she sue the guy when ladies have always been doing it? For example, guys are always proposing in public spaces, chicken in restaurants, and women are turning down their proposal. Now that right on them is now an issue of suing. How many guys were told that they need trying to get married to a lady, but the girls were like, no. But now we have Rita
on public space.
Fair, man.
So all of them are cases of public defamation, right?
But in love, there's also war. It happens. My losses, no one is immune to the losses of love. Tell us what you think in the comment section, guys. So moving on another headline, there's been an incident which happened at National University of Sciences and Technology. My guy, I heard
that in this specific scenario, this guy was actually being involved in infidelity issues. Probably cheating, and then this maybe probably the official girlfriend had to find out, and she was the one. I do not know who tipped her off, but she actually came to the exact location.
So in shona tutaura kuti pane mufesi akabatwa ane rimwe baby nebaby rake, and baby racho rakaenda kunechi kwanga kune mufesi ane rimwe futi baby rake. So nyaya ikeka iritoshamisa kuti haukamu kuti mufesi yoga unozviona uri muinstitution yakadai, and wesika musikana wachoka haanonoki akatoenda kurwana nemusikana munyowani wacho.
But I think that is actually a sign probably to the guy. Maybe if they solve this issue in the near future, this guy now knows what he has in his vicinity. Of course, but you must scratch because he has shown him his true colors. I mean, maybe because usually these girls, I mean, uchimoona so in the natural state and everything will be well. You do not always see that there is a villain that is actually hidden inside. This guy had to find out, and I do not know how he's going to take it, but hopefully azvazvatoperera ipapo kunzi handodana villain.
But alright, zvakaita zvoti musikana akaroora nomwe musikana. Do you think kuti inyaya yerudo kuda mukomana zvekudaro here kusvika pakuroora nomwe musikana? Is it fighting for love?
Yeah, because but to me I think it's a different case, you know. There can be too many ways too many explanations to that. Because when a female fights in this incident, it can be actually due to a fear of competition. Because she's actually saying, are you saying this girl is better than me? So in the most part of that fight, from my point of view, it's actually emanating from that feeling of being inferior. To say,
insecurities.
How can you reduce me to this girl? Am I not enough? So basically, I think that was the issue with this specific female. She was actually trying to in most cases, obviously, that would be the case. But of course, love, maybe I can really love her, it means we can face where I don't deal with that. But to a greater extent, in a reduction,
you are not enough.
Yeah.
So majisa out there, whatever you do, besides a situation equity cause a drama. Look at you now trending for fighting over a guy, and look at you now trending for being caught with another girl. I don't think even my fathers do, my sisters do. Or about to
this is something else.
So moving on another headline, there's been an incident which happened over 10 years ago at Impilo Hospital, whereby pane vana vakaswap at birth, which tinobona mamovies zvakaitika in real life, and 18 years later they had to meet again. So my guy covered this story up.
Yeah, this is actually a very, very, very saddening situation that occurred at Impilo Hospital. So these two families actually realized it many years later. I mean, the two girls are now 18 years old right now. So the beginning, or what sparked the issue, was the father actually who noticed that this specific girl or this specific child in his family did not look anything like all the other siblings. So that was the main trigger for the search for answers. So the father then began to ask for answers. So the initial case, the father was actually accusing his wife of being unfaithful.
Of cheating,
exactly.
As baba ndwepa nesido.
Exactly. Saka mudhara akatanga chitoti mukadzi wangu uyu mwana uyu asitowa. Wakaita madhiri. So from the pressures akatanga kuitwa nemudhara, the father asking questions, give me a response. Why mwana uyu, she's not looking anything like you, she's not looking anything like me. Of course I understand, but this is too,
she's too different.
Suspicious. Yeah, it was too suspicious.
Oh, they're suspicious too.
Yeah. So the mother, after enduring that pressure, she couldn't take it anymore, and she decided to go herself to the Impilo Hospital. And there she went there and notified them, at this specific date, at this specific year, I was admitted at this hospital, I gave birth to a baby girl. I need to see the records. Who were the females who gave birth and on this day? So that is when actually information started to unveil now. And fortunately, on that specific day, there were only two mothers who gave birth to females. So it was two females only born to two mothers on that specific day.
Okay.
So it was actually easy now to track down
what happened.
But unfortunately, there was no contact details. So the mother had to resort to the name that was provided. There was the name of the other mother who delivered a baby girl. So the mother then took that name of that mother, and then fortunately the mother was still alive. So she tracked her on social media, searched on her everywhere until she actually got to get rid of the mother. And after telling her issues to this specific family and of course the mother, they came to an agreement and they actually undertook the DNA test. And to their dismay, the accusations or the insecurities that they have were actually proved to be correct. The babies had been switched.
So, was it because of a mistake or it was intentional?
So it is said that, these kids, they are usually given tags, sort of, as a way of marking that is to avoid such mistake
confusion.
Exactly. So some sources are saying that these tags at that point actually fell off from these 2 kids. So when they fell off, probably the person who attended to that case,
who was responsible,
and tried to return the tags, was the
mistake.
moment when the mistake actually occurred.
Okay.
So from then, it means that this child went to the wrong family. This child went to the wrong family. So that was the issue. So it means in our hospital setups, there needs to be thorough monitoring when it comes to those names. Because this is actually something that we've actually realized. You might be
from another family.
Yeah, you might not be a dande, or you might be from another family. So yeah, that is it, guys. Babies were switched.
It's a very unfortunate issue.
Exactly.
Because you, as a man, you will be needing a peace of mind when you'll be seeing that I know I'm not finding name.
Exactly. You need answers, and they must be addressed. And also, so what do you think must be done after realizing this? I mean, you understand that children have made bonds. I mean, this girl has made bonds
with their mother.
Exactly. With the family that she has been growing with. And this other girl has also been making bonds. Has also made bonds actually with the family that she has lived in, although not the biological parents. So what do you suggest must be done in terms of the ruling? What do you think must be done? Like, should they continue with their families, or they should be immediately switched?
It's a very tough decision. Tell us what you think in the comments, guys. Okay, so moving on, there's been a robbery, my guy. I don't know if you have heard about it recently.
The Delta bus was carrying 54 passengers from Johannesburg headed for Bulawayo. And it is believed that from many sources, the bus was actually picking people along the way. So it did not just get from Johannesburg and come to Bulawayo without stopping along the way.
Okay.
It had been stopping on various points, picking people up until it got to Bulawayo. But now, as they were on their journey, it is said that 2 gentlemen actually arose from the back seat. And these gentlemen were armed. So these gentlemen, they tried to rob people. And at that specific incident, 2 people, they've been mentioned their names: Judge Malamba, a 31-year-old male passenger, but there must be a female who tried to disarm these 2 gentlemen. But in the process of trying to disarm these robbers, they were themselves shot dead.
It's very sad. So people lost their lives trying to be heroic.
Can you imagine? This issue of being heroic, I have witnessed various incidences where it has failed.
It has gone wrong.
It has gone wrong. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened. It has also happened again at some situation in Harare that this other guy was trying to save this lady. He also died.
So it's better to remain calm sometimes.
Yeah, I think the best way to address such situations, let's maintain our calm. My heroes are not very
And so, guys, this was what we had for you today, and I hope you enjoyed the news. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Reality Edge Network. And this was us, Alex, and
Blessed Nezandoni. This is the Reality News on the Reality Edge Network. Always facing the reality head on. No filters and no gloves. Until next time.
Bye-bye.